Howdy ho, Junior Rangers! Misfit here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're playing some more Skywars because if you saw my last video, which I strongly recommend you watch, I talked about Minecraft villagers and why they're by far the most important part of Minecraft, the most important beings, and why they're very underappreciated. But we're not going to get into that. That was last video. Today, we have a new topic of discussion that we need to cover, and it's very near and dear to my heart. And that is the biggest error, the biggest lapse of judgment, the biggest issue involving perhaps the biggest entity in social media history. Well, I guess not history, but modern day social media, modern day Minecraft, modern day YouTube, the Dream SMP. And I took it upon myself to really make this connection of what is the biggest issue. Because I love the Dream SMP. Most people do. But there are some astounding issues that I'm going to get into. But first, before we do that, I'm going to get into a game. And we're just going to do some solo, normal Skywars. Because I want to get good at this game, right? I'm not currently. But I want to be. I want to be. But yeah, regardless, big issues involving the Dream SMP. But like I said, most people, there's a lot of good parts of it. There are a lot of quality scenes within the Dream SMP. I'm a huge fan of the lore side of stuff. Like, I've always been to, like, those kinds of drama, story type dealios, sort of Dungeons and Dragons roleplay type thing. And that's why I love the server so much, because it's such a unique thing, for lack of better words. But, yeah, there's one issue that's been... it was brought to my attention fairly recently. And honestly, the annoyance it brought me only grew after I realized the issue. And, you know, since making that last video all about villagers and their importance to me, I began to realize, like, I need to speak up about this. Because this is a clear injustice. So, okay, Iron Axe is superior. But yeah. The biggest issue with the Dream SMP, by far, bar none, is their treatment of villagers. Now, before you click off thinking this is some, like, fake comment, no. That was stupid of me. No, this is a very real issue that I need to talk about. Essentially, there are a couple... No. Ah! Oh my god. That was scary and kind of gave me a heart attack, not gonna lie. Okay. Next game. But yes, there are three main members of the Dream SMP, that have committed such horrific acts against villagers that, frankly, they boil my blood. I am mad. I am furious. Player number 1. The man of many bees, the man we all rightfully love. Easy, let's go. We're a professional gamer, guys. Don't even worry about it. But yes. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. That's okay. We'll get... Right, Tubbo. Great guy. All in all, one of my favorite creators at the moment. But his villager farm. What's up with that, dude? That is a heinous way to treat living beings. And I don't want to be like, seem like a Karen here. Like, I'm some annoying person who's just like complaining constantly about some random injustice, but no, these are human beings and they deserve to be treated as such, right? Villagers are important. They're everything to me, at least. I mean, I don't think everyone can say the same, but for me, there's nothing more important. Because as soon as we start treating villagers as just another animal, that's when humanity is in need of fixing. I don't know where... That wasn't my best work, but, you know, I lasted a bit. Okay. So yeah, Tubbo has a villager farm. He's had it since the beginning. He's in his jungle, and they're villagers. Humans. Let's not call them, you know, they're not just villagers, they're humans. And they are kept behind bars, locked in literal cages, just for one's own benefit. And that is disgusting. That is awful. And I understand wanting to trade with the villagers. I would want to trade with villagers, but only with consent. That was unfortunate. But yeah, only with consent should these villagers be traded upon. They should not be taken away from their home, away from their fellow friends and family. They shouldn't be left to flourish in their own environment of their choosing. And villagers' lives are already restricted as is. Like, what do you think about it, right? Their careers, their occupations are all predetermined. How sad is that? They have no control over their livelihood. The only people who can change it are players. And yet you think that a good decision would be to hide villagers from all forms of light and keep them alone. Just to basically die. It's horribly sad. And taking advantage of the connection villagers have to the outside world and like kind of the markets, right? Is just awful. Oh darn, we almost got him. The second member of the Dream SMP I've noticed who's taken advantage of the villagers and their connections in the marketplace is Ponk. Now, Ponk is, I'd say, arguably worse than Tubbo. Because villagers, I think it's fair to assume that many of them do enjoy trading. Of course, not all of them do. Right? But that is their forced career. But some of them do enjoy getting emeralds. Yet, there's Ponk, who doesn't even give them the option of trading. He has a load of farmers who have no careers assigned. Who have nothing. Literally nothing. They're just in a cage alone. They have no windows. They can't see any of their friends. They just hear their screams in this cage of oppression. It's honestly disgusting behavior. I don't understand. I don't understand how Dream lets people get away with this, frankly. I mean, I know he's in prison and everything. I mean, there's a whole thing if it's a Rambo in prison. I'm not gonna get into that because that's just gonna make my argument a little too complicated. But yeah, I can't believe no one's doing anything about this. There needs to be someone who establishes some form of police system, some form of, you know what? They should make the VPS, Villager Protection Service. I mean, I think this is a flawless plan, right? I just get so sad thinking about how lone villagers are. And in this day and it's 2021, guys. I mean, for people to still be treating villagers this way is awful. I hear scary noises and I don't like it. Oh, there's a crafting table up here. Shucky darn. Alright, we made one, but that's okay. Oh well. I'm very scared because I have a good weapon. Okay. Back to the main point of what I was discussing. Alright, sorry, I want focus now. Now I'm... Darn it. Their sword is stacked, man. That was sad. But yeah. And I think the third YouTuber I want to mention who has really just kind of enforced these behaviors is none other than the disc boy himself, Tommy Innit. That's right, Tommy Innit. He is the one who's introduced me to some of these behaviors, and he just condones them. I saw him walk into Punk's creepy basement of no windows, of just villagers in cages with no life's purpose, and he just stood by, let it happen, did nothing, said nothing. It's just awful. And you know, I talk about Dream stepping in because it is his server, but even Dream hasn't treated villagers with fairness. I don't know if you guys, this is a little weird, but George did this challenge a while back where like Dream gave him something to do in Minecraft, and he did it within if George did it in a certain amount of time, then he would get like money as a reward. And one of those challenges was to kill a villager. Like, what the heck, man? It's just so sad. It's genuinely heartbreaking to think about. I can't stand thinking about it. We got some good arrows action going. No? That was unfortunate. Okay. But yeah. I'm gonna return to the lobby real quick. It's unfortunate. It's sad. It's awful. Something needs to be done. And I'm doing the least I can just by speaking up and acknowledging this issue. Something none of the members of the Dream SMP have done ever. Like, what the hey, man? What the hey? I'm just disgusted. Thoroughly disgusted. Villagers are people too. They have lives. You just spawn in to a world. Villagers have lived there. That is their land, and you take them from it. You take them from the people they've known their entire lives without an ounce of regret. Regret. That really ruined the moment there. Okay. Without an ounce of regret or remorse. And it's terrible. Please tweet or tell or comment or do whatever you can to let the Dream SMP members know of this injustice. And support the motive for VPS, Villager Protection Services. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below to show your support for this issue. Bye!